Okay, now this is why you don't drive at night on the Baja. Go ahead. Hi, cow. What's up, brother? Yeah, see, I drove down this road last night in the dark, and I don't like doing that just for that reason. You never know what's gonna come running in front of you. And in the daytime, it's not as much a problem. At nighttime, that'd be a major problem. Yeah, you don't see cows too often, but you get a lot of dogs running across the middle of the highway. Chasing rabbits or whatever they're doing. You really got to be careful driving down here. This is a main highway. Yeah, it's a pretty impressive drive. The 15 miles or so from La Paz to Balandra Bay. There's all kinds of hiking trails. As you're driving the road, you'll see other cars. Like I passed 2 or 3 sections where there were just like 5 cars pulled over, and that's where a nice carved out trail is. You don't want to be trailblazing through this area. Even on the trails, you need to really look out for wildlife. I would carry maybe one of those collapsible hiking sticks if you're going to do it 4 or 5 times. Yeah, bring one of those sticks in case you got to push something out of your way. And of course, keep an eye out for rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes are everywhere in this area, but it's some beautiful country. I had some friends from the East Coast. They had never seen these saguaro, I think those are saguaro type cactus. They were just blown away. I'm looking at a million of them all growing up the sides of the mountain. It's impressive. Well, that's what it looks like. Even though they wouldn't let us in, they turned at least 20 people around that I saw. So that was a bust. I couldn't get in. Apparently, they only allow 125 people in a day. And she said you need to be there at 6 or 7 in the morning. Apparently, she's unaware of my bar schedule to be able to get in. Even when people leave, she says that's it. 125 for the day with the whole health situation, and then it's closed down. So that didn't work out. I drove about 3 miles down the road and we're at Playa Tecolote. It seems that everybody, including myself, that got turned away from Banderas Bay there, Banderas Bay? I keep saying it wrong, ended up down here. So we'll take a look at this beach. So we made it about 15, 16 miles from the Hyatt there in La Paz to Playa Tecolote. It's a pretty windy day. I don't have a wind guard, so I wedged some napkins in there. I hope that works. Otherwise, it's just gonna sound terrible. Let's go check out the beach. I see jet skis and kayaks for rent. Again, nobody's out on the water today. I wouldn't even want to be sailing on that water right now. It's howling. So off in the distance, this is, and I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Espiritu Santo Island. It's a major ecological tour site here in La Paz. There's a huge sea lion colony out there, and I can see the beaches from here. There's just some excellent snorkeling. I was just talking to a tour guide, and he says from this beach they'll run you straight out there for $45 or so. Not on a day like today. It blows like this off and on during the winter. He said in April it's just smooth as glass, and even in the winter it'll blow like this for 2 or 3 days and then be smooth as glass for 2 or 3 days. So it's hit or miss. But that's Espiritu Santos Island, one of the premier snorkeling spots here in La Paz. So when you take off out of La Paz and you're heading towards the beach, everybody wants to go to that Balandra Bay. It's nice, it's a protected cove, it's super clear water, but with the health situation, they are restricting how many people they let in. So get there early if that's absolutely where you need to go. If you get there late and it's not open, just keep heading down the road and you'll hit Playa de Tecolote. On a nice, calmer day, this is a really nice beach. It's a nice beach today, unless you want to get in the water. Then it might be a little cold. I didn't see these folks standing around, but it looks like they're on an expedition from Alaska to Brazil. That's awesome. So the wind is howling down here. It's probably 78 degrees, but there's nobody in the water. Everybody's just hanging out at these little, just little restaurants and just checking out the sights. Again, it's pretty quiet, but still a beautiful day. If you are heading from La Paz and you want to come out here to Balandra Beach or Tecolote Beach, there's a bus that leaves from all around La Paz. If you just go to the main bus station, it's painted blue and says the Playa Bus. I don't know how much it costs, but it can't be any more than $1 or $2, and it'll run you out here. I think the bus goes back and forth every half hour, I think. But if you don't have a car, don't sweat it. Here goes the Playas bus. That's what it looks like, that blue bus. If you want to go hiking out here as you're driving down the road towards the beach, pick a spot where you see cars. Like there's 6 cars parked there and an obvious trail heading up that hill. I'm sure it's a beautiful outlook onto the water and the bay. Nice marked trail. Like I say, the last thing you want to do is just heading off in an area with no trails. There might be a friggin' mountain lion sitting right up there. Not a good idea. Before I headed down to Baja, I halfway thought I might jump on one of the Baja ferries and head over to the mainland. But online, it said everything is closed. I haven't checked today, but I'm here a week later and the ferry's running. I just pulled in there. I saw some cars loading on and some passengers. And I just asked them and they said, oh yeah, it's up and going. So you can't believe everything you read online with the Baja. Sometimes you just need to come down and see what's going on. This is one of the large ferry boats for cars and all, and there are smaller boats. And I just asked a taxi driver and he said, yeah, those are running too. So who knows? So just across the way from the Baja ferries over there, They have a nice fleet of dive boats. Probably take you all in this Balandra Bay area, and even here where the boats are, you can see how nice and clear the water is. It's always cool to see these sailboats. You know, 99% of them came down the coast, maybe Oregon, Washington, California, cruised all the way down Baja and up into the Sea of Cortez. Now they're just exploring these beautiful waters. Looks like some kind of whalebone. Next to the marina is a small hotel. I'm trying to find the name of it. Seems pretty quiet. It's windy. It gets windy here most days. They have a little bar that's open. I don't see any customers. Little outdoor bar here next to the marina. It's real nice. So the property is called Club Cantamar. It looks like it's condos and a hotel. I'm going to ask what things cost here in a minute. So I asked the guy, and he said he had condos for rent for $125. Now it's a weekday, but he says they're large enough for 6 people. My Spanish is terrible, and his English wasn't so great. I couldn't figure out. I also see what appears to be smaller hotel rooms, maybe for 2 people. So I'm not sure if it's online, but it's Club Hotel Cantamar, sports lodge, condo, and beach resort. And then once you pass the boat yards, there is this huge power plant where ships like this one anchored here, they back up, and I'm assuming they unload oil into these containers. And then off in this direction is a huge generator that powers the city of La Paz, from what I'm told.